welcome to another edition of All Ball Chicago. I'm your co-host, Robert Bobby Reed, and I got the legend, the NBA veteran, the McDonald All-American, your host in the building, Marcus Liberty. What's up, Marcus?
What's up, my beautiful people?
And we got a special guest in the building today. Arguably one of the best all-time scorers in Chicago history. They gave him the nickname Draws for a reason. Dominated at Westinghouse, went on to DePaul, dominated at DePaul, the all-time scorer at DePaul Blue Devils. Went to Detroit. Hold on. He did it in Dallas and then went to Detroit and won back-to-back titles with the Detroit Pistons. Man, put him on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. Mr. Mark Aguirre in the building, baby. What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's up, Bob? You pretty good with that, boy.
Hey, man.
Okay. I'll give you a couple points for that, man. What's
Hey,
up,
Mark,
man?
you know I done heard your stories 1,001 times, so I know your stories a little bit.
So you know they're all true.
Right.
Man, what's up with you, baby?
Man, Mark, you know how we do it, man. Legend on here, man. For real. This ain't no sugarcoat and nothing, man. Mark, you and Isaiah Thomas was the ones that I watched and saw you guys doing your thing and made a brother like me from the South Side want to play basketball. You know, you doing your thing at DePaul. I mean, I know the move, man. You pick the ball up with one hand, not even touch the other, and just move that ball, right? Like this. Now you see it, now you don't, and now I'm going to flick it right over the rim.
Yo, you know what, brother? Let me tell you, brother, because you're saying that. You know, you saw me do that, right? Crazy story. I'm at DePaul's University. I'm still at Westinghouse.
Okay.
I go to see a game at DePaul's little gym. You probably too young to know that gym. It was right across the street. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, Julius Erving came in and played a charity basketball game in that gym right across the street where I was on campus. So make a long story short, I watched him play. And when I went in their locker room, he said he knew me. So, you know, saying that, you know, I almost fainted. You know, I was 2 seconds from just fainting, right? Julius Erving know me. And the only reason he knew me is that in high school, the recruiting and scouting thing was different. They were still taking kids from high school, but the only reason he knew me is that Philadelphia was looking at drafting me out of high school. You know, they got to cover all their bases. You know the NBA. Even if they're not going to draft you, they got to cover all their bases. Right. So I was one of those people. But anyway, he said he saw me play and say, "Hey, listen, I need to tell you something." I said, "What is that, Doc?" He says, "Listen, you wasting time when you go to the cup and you putting that other hand on that ball." My hand to our Heavenly Father, brother. He say, "Pick the ball up from the ground and don't bring the other hand over." I had never thought about doing that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had my put my hand on the dunk, but when he told me that, man, you know, coming from Julius, I went home and watched his little thing. You know, the little thing to go, you know, the little video. I'm telling my age now. But, so I watched it, man, and you saying that right now, that move, you know, that's where it came from.
Wow.
Because Doc told me how to do it, and what is really strange, because when you don't put your hand on that ball, it messes defenses up because they expect you to touch it with two hands. Right. But when I just pick it up, they be like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Wow.
You're supposed to put the other hand on that ball, you know, catching them by surprise, and then you know what happened after that, Big Bob. You getting flushed on.
Man.
Yes, sir.
So, but
Yes,
Mark,
sir.
you gotta do, in my opinion, man, you are the God, man. You know, number one in my book. You know, I think I'm gonna go Mark, Isaiah. You know, in that order.
That's it.
You know, and whoever else falls in there, you can place them, the other guys, any way you want. You know, but you two, man, I truly believe, man. And I think a
Wow,
lot of
bro.
people. I think a lot of
Bro,
people would
that's
agree with
saying a
me.
lot, man.
You know,
That's saying a lot.
I think a lot of people, because Mark, think about this, man. You did it pretty much on every level. You know, high school did it, college did it. I mean, player of the year, the player of the year in college. You know, get drafted #1. I really want to go in on Dallas because your name and numbers should be hang up in those rafters.
Well, I think if we had time, we'll get into that. And for you, bro, I'll get into it. All our young fellows need to understand that even though we don't say it, but basketball is a very political game. And I understand politics being in it. There's nothing wrong with it. But, as a youngster, you got to know how to navigate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, as I've told Bob early in the morning, see, I'm true to the game. I'm too true to the game, meaning that you're not going to just treat me any kind of way, or you're not going to just tell me things that are not true. But as you know, the way I play the game, from Westinghouse to DePaul to Detroit, you've never heard anything about me ever being not a player that plays to win. You never heard that.
That's right.
But you heard that in Dallas. Okay, so evidently there was a little thing, that just didn't fit, because I could care less. I cannot lose.
Right.
And we had a conflict of how to win, and fairness to people, because I'm sitting there with Derek Harper, who's from Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him. He played with him at in the summer league. What is it called?
Pro-Am?
Chicago State.
Chicago State.
I played against Derek before we drafted him. I said, geez, he can play, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here trying to beat the Lakers, and no, I don't want to be, wrong to Brad Davis, but Derek Harper's the better guard. You'll need to quit playing. And, I was getting conflicts like that, meaning that, look, I'm true to the game. Look, Derek Harper is the better guard. We need to quit playing and put him in the starting lineup so I can get some help. So, when I was in Dallas, that was kind of a no-no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's cool. It ended up okay. But I told Bob this morning, I'm true to the game. And I get in trouble a lot. Well, I did back then. I don't. Right. But I'm true to the game, man. I don't play when it comes down to looking at your talent, seeing what you are, and my opinion of your talent.
Right.
I'm not going to tell somebody they're good and they ain't. No, you can't play. You okay, but you can't play. Bro, that's what I'm at, man. So I got trouble for that.
I just don't get it though, Mark. Like growing up watching the NBA in that era, in them 80s, right? Dallas. Every time you thought of Dallas, you thought of Mark Aguirre. Every time you thought of the Lakers, you thought of Magic. Every time you thought of Detroit, Isaiah. When you thought of the Bulls, Mike. So that's what it was, So now, when you talk about somebody like, and I think that guy's, I don't even know his full name. What is it, Brad?
Brad Davis, yeah.
I think his number is retired, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, his number is retired.
It's retired.
Come on.
We looked it up.
Liv, don't go there, Liv.
I gotta laugh at that, man. I gotta laugh at that, man.
Don't go there, Liv.
No, man, I got to, man. You Chicago, and we looked up to you, and there's no way his number should have come up in that rafter, and yours is not. Come on, man. Something.
But you know what, Liv? You know what, bro? I understand that, and I appreciate you going there. But do me another favor, brother, is that I just appreciate you being straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that,
right.
Or don't say nothing. I just appreciate you being straight, meaning that there's some things out there that don't quite go right, and we tend to cover them up.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to cover up your honest opinion of what you feel.
Right.
You know, it's unfair to say a statement that really isn't coming from your basketball heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say somebody can play and they can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, one thing we say, you know, and I understand the GOAT. You get that
Right.
question all the time, right? The GOAT.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at it and it's like, in my humble opinion, is that you really there is no GOAT,
I agree.
because Jordan was the best in his total era, the best. Okay, but for me to say he's the best overall, and I take this kind of hypothetically this way, is that in 19 when did you leave? When were you with the Nuggets?
90 to 93.
Okay, 90. No matter what car you were buying, say you bought a Benz,
Mm-hmm.
that Benz was the coolest out. It had everything in it. It was the top. It was that. It was this. It was the best out, right?
Right.
So when you look at it, you know, 10 years from later, even though that car was cold, the 10 year from now Benz was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all I'm saying is that to say that you're the best now in front of the kids that are playing now, I think it's an injustice. Mike's era, and he was probably the most exciting I ever seen, the best player I ever seen. But I can't look at Kevin Durant. I can't look at Anthony Davis. Only by years I can say I can't call you that, because you don't have the years and all the you know, the banners on the board. So I can't say that. So MJ is the GOAT, but that's the only reason he's the GOAT. Now you like LeBron, you go out there and do what you're doing like LeBron. Hold on, you know, MJ, I understand you the GOAT, but you know what? He's a different kind of GOAT.
Right.
You know, he's a different kind of GOAT. Yeah. So you know, I just don't think you can do it. I don't think you can do it. You know, I really don't. So
Wow.
anyway.
Well, let's circle back though, Mark. Like we always ask people when they come on, how did it start, man, for you? Like who put the basketball in your hands as a shorty?
Wow, man. Dog, you know, it was just the rule of the land. Like, you know how you go to the park, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people go over there and play baseball on that end of the park.
Right.
Every day at 3, some can go over here and play off the wall. You know what? No, you don't know what off the wall is.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we do.
You know what off the wall? And then some pipe will go over there. Y'all know what striking out is?
Strike them out.
Of course, the little square
Yeah.
box. Yeah.
No
And
catching,
then-
no catching the wall.
Yeah, and then somebody go play, and then you go play basketball. So
Right.
you had to pick something when you come in there. You got to at least, and then there's the little kids that go play on the monkey ball. So you don't go play on the big.
Just
You heard that?
dunk
Go
the
play on the monkey ball. Dunk on the monkey ball. So you know, I started on the monkey bars. You know, I started on the monkey bars, and then I graduated from the monkey bars to playing when the other guys ain't on the court, you know.
Right.
And then, so I graduated. You know the deal.
Right.
You know, I graduated probably just like you.
Right,
But they let you on the court.
But it's just here. It's good to hear those stories, man, because you know, hearing this, you did it, I did it, and then you get somebody else that come on like Charlie Brown back in the day. He did, you know, like wow.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man. But see, that's why your game was so tight. You know what I'm saying? That's why your game was so tight, because you had to survive.
Yep.
You had to survive. Like there's no, I'm giving you a call cause you that. No, we don't play like that over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Bob?
Yeah.
Not in the streets.
No.
But
not
Mark,
in the streets.
I remember hearing that story, man. I think it was you and Bob was talking, and it was about somebody was playing maybe on the south side, and you was like, okay, I hear all this ruckus going on. Let me go see what's going on over there. You know, if y'all say this dude or this guy is that dude, let me go over here and check him out, you know, and see what it's all about. You know, so share some of those stories with us, man, because a lot of people just don't get it. You know, like you don't run away from smoke, you go to it. You know, like let's see.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, tell them that Patrick Ewing story, Mark. You told me when they took you down there with the fat boy.
Up in you talking about up in the Boston shootout?
Yeah.
Oh man, well you know, Mark, you know I'm from Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago, man, and the biggest thing in Chicago is that you don't disrespect my game. Don't care what happened. I don't. Now, if I bust you, you need to shut up and be quiet. You know, you need to shut up and be quiet. If I bust you out, I don't want to hear nothing out from you no more. When I walk in the gym, we don't have to discuss it. You just nod at me and I nod at you. So you know. So I went up to the shootout, and don't nobody know me, but you know I come from the West Side. I'm like, I can't wait to see somebody. Who are you? You know, I can't wait. So we play Patrick them first game. So I go by the thing. I had a little name, and then I hear Patrick talk on my way out of the gym. He'll back this up. I say, yo. He say, yo, we ain't finna let no little fat boy. Oh no, he saw me play the game before, and I played pretty good. Okay. We ain't finna let no little fat boy beat us up in Boston. So me being as nasty as I am, I came by their gym. I went back. I said, yo, you are you referring to me? In their locker room. I went in their locker room. Like in the middle of it. Like, so you talking to me? I wish one of them had jumped up. You talking to me? Would nobody say nothing. So make a long story short, at the end of the game, they got 64 and got blew out. I dropped 64 on them and got blew out. And from that moment, I walked by. They were on the way back. I say, how y'all feel? And then walked by. They just walked on by. Like, how y'all feel? You know? Yeah, I gave them 64. So, you know, yeah, it was ugly too. And you know, back then you talked a lot of crap too. You know, you talk. So that was fun. That was real fun.
So that was in high school then.
Yeah, that was in high school. I was like, I think I was like a freshman, or I was a freshman. Yeah, I was a freshman. I was a freshman going into. I was at Austin first.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a freshman going into Austin, and Pat was he was moved up like or something. No, I was a sophomore. Yeah, he was moved up because he was getting ready to be a freshman, I think, because he like 2 or 3 years behind. But he was Patrick Ewing, whatever that was. Right. And he had some ballers though, but nah, you got crushed. Y'all got crushed. Yeah, they got crushed, man. But you know, I didn't lose to too many people, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, Mark, let me ask you something though. If you want to share this, man. But early on, growing up as a young man, you almost wasn't able to play basketball. You care to share that story?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think I heard this story.
It was real easy. I was born with. Hold on 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I can't. I was born with rheumatic fever. Back then, there was a disease of the heart, deterioration of the heart, and there really was no treating it. And I was like, now they having people who test what do you call it, a vaccine. Mm-hmm. I was one of the early kids for my particular disease being tested with a combination of penicillin and something else. And that combination of drugs tend to be favorable in the particular disease that I had. And I took it, but I was in the hospital for like, like about 2 years, and came
How
out
old was
of
you,
there.
Mark?
Oh man, I was like, I went in there at 4. I was like 7, 8 years old, something like that, when I came home. But I still had to stay on the porch though,
Right.
because they said I couldn't do that kind of activities. And then I came off the porch anyway. You know, went to the playground, snuck to the playground anyway. You know, you know, went through school, never turned in a doctor's. You know, those doctor sheets they give to you when you try for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I turned it in. I used to just sign it.
Wow.
And so, you know, I could actually get on the team, say I had did my medical stuff, because they wasn't checking behind that stuff back then.
Right.
And yeah. And went in and, you know, as a freshman, made the team. So yeah, I was truly blessed, because I wasn't supposed to play no athletics, but you know, it is what it is.
So you were at
real.
Austin. You were at Austin High School.
Yeah.
And then you transferred over to Westinghouse to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
house. To the house.
To the house.
we had your guy on, one of your young fellas on yesterday. They call him Mr. 40.
Mr. 40.
Yeah, Tony Bennett.
Okay, I know Tony.
Yeah. He told us to tell you what's up too. He said, I said, we got Mark coming on. I said, man, make sure you tell Mark. But he tried to throw shots. He's like, let Mark know we the one that got the state championship.
I understand what he's saying, but y'all was busters though. Y'all wasn't no real basketball team. That little play area you was in. There was no ballers back then.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. What he talking about?
Funny.
He must have just been saying something.
Yeah,
he didn't mean that, did he? He didn't mean that, did he? Okay, let's skip over that. He didn't mean that. I know he didn't mean that. Okay. He didn't mean that.
No, man. He already know, man. He was like, man, Mark is
you nuts, man.
I told you I'm 100. I keep it 100.
No, he knew though. He knew that, man. You was the one.
I know he knew.
Lay the foundation for the house.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was some legends that came through there though, man. It was some legends that came through the house, man. And Eddie Johnson, Hershey Hawkins. That would be my top 3. You know, that I can say. You, Eddie Johnson. Who would be your top 5 that came out of the house? That's the top 5.
You ain't gonna do a Bernard Randolph in there?
Oh, that's right. Skip from there too, isn't it?
Bernard Randolph.
Yeah, see, you know, I can't.
Mark, I ain't gonna put you on. No, we can't.
I can't. No, I'm saying, I ain't scared. I do not care. I'll put you where you're supposed to be. You don't like it, I don't care. So it ain't that. It's just the fact that, you know, other than Hersey Hawkins, you know, and forgive me for saying, is that they were good, but there was nobody can walk around and say they demand to be the best player in the gym everywhere they go. Okay, so that's a different thing, man. You know, that it doesn't matter what gym I go into.
Okay.
There is no challenge in this gym for me, so y'all just let me play. You know, y'all see you laughing at that. I'm talking for real.
But that's that shit. That's that talking, man. That shit talking, man. You know, like you gonna talk it, but you gonna walk it.
Mark, so just let you play, huh?
No, what I'm saying is that you can come up and do that, and that's Chicago thing, you know. And every now and then you want somebody to come in with their warrior to say that he can play with Big Mark. Okay, you just another notch in the belt to tell somebody else that you got clipped. You know, he got clipped, and after a while, you know, it's like, you know, you stand alone. Ain't no gym you go into where, you know, he in the gym. Okay, don't even mess with him. Don't start nothing with him. Leave him alone. You know, just let him play and leave him alone. Don't get him upset today.
Hey, Mark,
we want to play.
I got a what if fact with you that I talk with Liv about. We talk about. Okay, you in the Final Four against Larry Legend, Magic, all of them. But what people don't know, you had a shot that could have basically sank Indiana State. That could have changed the whole trajectory of the 80s basketball.
Glad. Hey,
the whole trajectory.
I hate I missed that shot, but let me tell you, I should have made it, but I'm kind of now glad I missed it.
Because of that Magic Bird thing, right? Because if you beat Bird,
they wouldn't have never met.
They wouldn't
have never met. If I'd have made that shot, there wouldn't have been no Bird Magic matchup because we've been playing Larry. Yeah, we've been playing Magic then. But see, me and Magic knew each other.
Okay.
In my freshman year, I met Magic because that's Lansing, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's right down the block.
Right.
So he was seeing me on TV. I was seeing him on TV. We didn't know each other, but I was like, man, that DePaul team. And I was like, wow, that Michigan State team with that big old guard. I don't know how they find a guard that big. You know what I'm saying, Liv?
Right.
Yeah.
Find a guard that big. So, we met early in that year, man. On some real quiet tip, and he let me know. He said, man, listen, I know if I win the national title, I'm out of here. I'm going to pros. I was like, okay, Irv. I say, well, I ain't Irv. I ain't you. I ain't putting no niches like that. So we met, and then I told Isaiah I met Magic, and just so happened at the end of the year, here we meet up in the Final Four. Yeah, I was crazy, man. And we knew each other. So we passed each other like, damn. So it was pretty cool, though. It was pretty cool. It wasn't bad at all, man. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Oh, my stuff been nice, man.
Man,
real
but
nice,
then,
man.
But then we do got to talk about that DePaul team, how it was orchestrated, how you guys all got together and went to one school, kind of like what we did at Illinois, but you did it before we did it at Illinois. You did it at DePaul.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I did it like that. I gotta find something and charge this thing up, man. Y'all just be
all right.
Be patient with me. Believe it or not, man, that it all came from actually visiting UCLA. Well, I knew about Terry Cummings already. All right, because when you play in the hood, when you play around the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
ladies and gentlemen, we got the legend Mark Aguirre on the line. He's going to get his charger, but this one's a juicy one, baby.
You sound like a DJ. This was a juicy one, baby.
We lost the sound, Mark.
So,
okay, there we go.
Am I back?
Oh, yeah, you back now.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, forgive me. I'm going to try to get some light on myself. I'm in the house, a friend's house, and I can't be walking around his house, not knowing where I'm at. And I don't want to go in his drawers trying to find the chargers.
Right.
So I had to come out to my car to get this.
It's all good, man.
Hold on. Oh, man, I'm so sorry I'm doing this, man. Let me try another one. Hold on.
Now, that light good. There we
there
go.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello? We good?
That Bluetooth is
Hey.
loud.
Are we good?
Turn that Bluetooth off.
Turn the Bluetooth off?
Yeah.
Hold on, man. I'm sorry, brother.
It's kind of loud, right?
I should have. Hold on.
What you think, Liv? Bluetooth good?
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Can you turn it down a little bit? It sound good though. I mean, it sound good if you can turn it down.
Hold on. Just look. Shoot, I'm scared to do anything.
Right, we don't want to lose.
Hold on. Let me try to get this thing off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man.
Let it roll. Just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, we'll roll
Well, if I
like
turn
that.
it down, what I'm gonna talk to?
Right.
No, I'm saying turn the volume.
Hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. Yeah, let me see. All right. Y'all there?
Yeah, there we go.
That's better?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so I'm sorry, where were we, man?
We was talking about getting those guys, to
Right.
come to DePaul.
Right. You was at UCLA. You said you went down to
Bob,
UCLA.
you know this one. I was at UCLA, and Liv, my whole thing is that every time I see another ball player, all I want to know is who the best,
Mhm.
So I went down there with that same kind of attitude to UCLA, to visit UCLA. So at that point, David Greenwood was considered the best player in college.
Oh, okay.
And I totally, I respect basketball. I totally respect him. He had Brad Holland, Roy Hamilton, some of these guys you might not know, but they were considered the number one team in college basketball, right? So I played against them. So, and forgive me, so at the end of the day, I wouldn't let none of them win no games. Because whoever's guarding me, I'm busting them. I'm busting them. I'm making a bad shot. Y'all ain't getting close. You can't guard me. So I'm looking at David Greenwood. Have you? Think I just wear you out? I don't. And then I'm looking around. I'm like, okay. I say, hold it. Terry better than you, and that little boy already had the ball. Clyde better than you, and Skip could come with me, and I got Teddy Grubbs gonna come a year after. I say, hold on. If I stay at DePaul and they come, I think we'd be the best team in the country. That's how I thought.
Right.
Wow.
But I set all that up before I left, though. I set it all up. I said, TC, listen, we're going to go take DePaul over, all right? I'm going. You come right behind me. Teddy, you come with him. Bernard, you there. Skip going with me, and then we already got Clyde. We find another center. We good, because I know I ain't going to guide y'all wrong, because I don't feel like I see nobody in the country that's I can play with all of them.
Right.
And I know y'all can play with all of them. So I was like, so why don't we just be the best team in the country in Chicago?
Wow.
TC I had Isaiah too.
What?
Listen, I had Isaiah. Isaiah committed to me.
Wow.
I had done so many things for that boy, man. He committed to me. We was boys. We going the same place. We going to turn it out, blow it out, and go to the pros.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, could you imagine that? Isaiah, you.
He committed to me, man. He committed to me. That might have been the best team ever to play in college.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is that Isaiah's family was a little tough back then, right? And his brothers was,
we got to hear this, man.
really tough. So he sat me down. We talked. Me and his mom love her to death. Isaiah, my best friend. They didn't do nothing but go hang out, party, whatever they doing. So he said basically that if he down at DePaul with his brothers, he gonna bring everybody down there because it ain't nothing but an L ride. Hey man, look, I kid you not, man. He said, it'll be, but I understand. I'm from straight West Side too, so I
Right.
when I looked at it, he said, man, I ain't gonna be able to study. They're gonna be in my dorm room. They gonna be, Isaiah brother. I think his brother went down and had a fight with Bobby Knight, didn't he?
Oh wow.
I think he did. Look at it. Just go check it. Go fact check it.
Right.
So he looked at me. Yeah, he looked at me, and that's my boy. Now I had a right to make him keep his promise to me because I kept my promises to him. I had a right to do that. He said, "Look, I'll do what you want me to do." So there's no way, as good as Isaiah was, And at that point in our career, you're right at the doorstep of going to pros, that I'm going to be selfish and make you stay at DePaul for that reason. Because, you know, I didn't care about having superstars next to me because I know what I'm going to do. You know, I know what I wanted biggest stars as I could, all y'all. That's all play.
Right.
That's all play, you know, because I knew how to play with you. I know how to get a ball up.
Wow.
You know, yeah, I know how to get a ball up. You know, you hot today, look, go and do your thing.
Damn.
You know,
I'm still thinking about that, man, Isaiah on that team, dude.
Hey, man, listen, yeah. I thought you knew that, man.
I didn't know that. I never heard that story.
It's a lot of stories you ain't heard, dog. It's a lot of stories you ain't heard, man.
Damn,
But see, I was always the bad guy because I would do crazy stuff. You know? Not the bad guy, but damn, what Mark doing?
Right.
At Chicago State when I dropped the 60 and left at halftime. I know you heard that story.
I was there, Mark.
But why did you do that though, Mark? Why did you leave?
Why did you leave? Hold on. I came into the game, Lamb, you know, kind of on the pissed off side anyway. And this young boy, I don't know who I can't remember this young boy was for the day. He caught me on the wrong day. Like, I was picking you up. I'm doing something. He said, up. And I was like, man, who are you? Who are you?
Right.
Who are you talking to? I said, you know what? You in trouble. You in trouble. Man, I think it might have been 50 or 60 at halftime. I don't know which one. I think it was more like 50. And the floor got slick because there was so many people in there. You know how it creates that slippery on the bottom?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready. Hold up. I'm getting ready to sign my contract within a couple of weeks. And I say, look, if we can't get no air in here, I'm out. And it couldn't get no air in here, man. I took my jersey off and threw it in the stand. I'm out.
Because they smoking in there.
Oh, them people got so mad at me, man.
Yeah,
they got so mad at me, man. Because I did that. Well, you know.
Came to see you, man.
That's what I am, though.
I've seen that, though. I've seen you do that, Mark. I remember seeing you pulling up in the Mercedes.
Hold up, though. But Liv, I know they came to see me, dog. Hold it. I'm the brother that first started playing at Chicago State when I was at DePaul, because I was pulling juice and numbers then. The pros wanted to come play against me.
Right.
All the Bulls and me and Isaiah, J.J. Anderson, we was balling over there. So they said, we bringing the league over here this way. So then Doc Rivers, who else, man? I can't think of. Anyway,
Ricky Green.
Santos with y'all?
Santos. MJ even came to play in there.
Yeah.
But y'all getting on me, and I'm the brother who used to play in Cole Park.
Right.
Y'all mad at me? I play at Delano. Are y'all mad at me? I play. I went in the playgrounds and played for y'all. Right. Y'all mad at me because I ain't finna finish this little game, man. Get out of here.
That's out. Crazy.
I'm out.
It was hot in there, though, boy. It was hot.
Man, wasn't it hot in there, man?
Because I was in the stands watching, man, and they called it. They said they had the air on.
Right. They just had that fan. They had them big fans, man.
Yeah, them big fans wasn't doing nothing, man.
Yeah, they wasn't doing nothing.
Fans wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't doing nothing.
But let's go back to DePaul, man, because you guys did have a powerhouse. You know, you built that team and did your thing with that group that you had, man.
Right.
And I think y'all played UCLA one year on national TV. Y'all was always on television, so we always got a chance to see y'all, man, play and watch you get down. And I'm like, DePaul is that squad. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I'm saying, look, just think about it. Back then, when y'all came on TV, man, everybody was watching. You know, it was like we gotta watch DePaul. You know, y'all had the uniforms with the colors on the red, white, and blue on the side. You know, shirt hanging out, it wasn't tucked in. I mean, I was like, y'all had that flavor, that swag that Chicagoans we were used to. We was used to that swag. Yeah.
Had that Chicago swag.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I want to know, how was Ray? How was Ray Meyer?
Man, let me tell you, man. Ray understood the game, and he could put you in the game, but more than anything he did was he communicated with us well. I can't say he was the best X and O coach in the world, just like Chuck Daly wasn't the best X and O coach.
Okay.
But they knew how to manage their talent.
Gotcha.
More than anything, he knew how to manage his talent. You know, he wasn't gonna draw up no incredible play, but he's like, hey, you move over there, you go here, and you go there and you go here, and we're gonna be good, and we're gonna get a shot there. You know, so what he did was manage his talent very well, and he would let us play. You know, he would let us go. You know, because most coaches I went to didn't want me to, you know, do the pick the ball up with the hand and the, you know, the finger roll on the other side and the Dr. J here.
Right.
Put ball on two hands. You know, I'm like, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know, get out of here. You know, but he let me ball, man.
Yeah.
He let me ball. Yeah, he let me ball.
But Mark, I want to ask you this, man, and you can agree or disagree. And when you have an elite player, right?
Right.
You that elite player, don't you think that elite player is going to do more good than bad if you let him play his game? You know, like Ray Meyer probably knew your game. Like, man, I'm just going to let Mark do him, and Mark going to win me more ball games than me trying to tell him exactly what I wanted him to do.
Somewhat and somewhat not. What he taught me to do is understand the whole scheme of how it works.
Okay.
And we discussed where we thought I'd be the most effective in the things that I had to look for. So whatever offense you running, he's like, okay, well, you coming off here or you on the box, you can come off, but your box play is more deadly than anything. So we worked on, you know, killing them from the box. You know what I'm saying? But then we worked on saying they're going to do this to you. Okay, this is the offense I'm running. Here are your openings. Here's your people. Here's your things. All right. So he really not only let me work my game, but he educated. He extended my IQ of the game. So I knew everything. Like I knew where you're supposed to be at. I could play every position. I could, from anything, I knew all of that. So, and everybody knew that. Terry could play my position. I could play his. I could play Clyde's position. I could play Skip position. Everybody knew that. So he managed it extremely well. I mean, like I said, he wasn't the best X and O coach, but he managed it extremely well. And he let you play. You know, he'd get on you. He'd say, Mark, why you shoot them 3 shots? Terry made 4 in a row and you shooting that crap. Would you please get Terry? Yeah, would you please get Terry to rock? All right, I'm by my fault, coach. There you go, Terry. Get out. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was good like that, man. It was real good like that. Yeah, it was real good, brother.
And I think Ray Meyer was, you know, I met him a couple of times, but I don't know him like you would know him, you know, as far as being that X and O coach. I didn't think, I think a lot of coaches, man, and we can talk about that now, Mark. I know we talked a little bit about how Chicagoans on the CPS side, you got these coaches, you know, coaching these young generation of hoopers, but sometimes they miss some of the things that's so important to, you know, teaching the game to the next generation. How can we change that? You know, get it back to understanding the game, like you just said, with the IQ, understanding the IQ, having high IQ basketball being played along with your talent.
You know, in actuality, you know, I probably see it a little different, but you know, I've experimented since I've been in Chicago. I've been back and forth now for the last 7 years. So I've seen crops go through, and I have intermingled into their lives a little bit, you know. And I think the biggest thing that I could say that I've had success with, from the Morgan Parks to all the young boys that's playing, is that, you know, you got to understand the entire existence of basketball, meaning that the first level of basketball is that if I don't put it in, I'm not going to get it out. So don't expect to get it out, okay? I push that, we talk about it, and then I give them examples where people put it in and people get what they want, and then people that don't put it in don't get what they want. You know, and we go over it. You know what I'm saying? Liv, when you came up, you had to keep it up because you know somebody was gunning for you, right? So they understand the gunning, but they don't understand the sacrifice. So, you know, you'll have 1 or 2 kids on the team that'll be willing to make that sacrifice. It might be number 8, number 9, but all of a sudden they'll see their game getting better. They're getting in their face. They challenge them. Yeah, well, you know what? He's in here another 45 minutes, an hour every day after you leave. You know what I'm saying? So being in Chicago, I learned to take that piece and project it. But my biggest problem is that, Mom, Dad, you can't go home and blow him up because I got him under control. All right? You can't go home and blow him up and all of a sudden say, oh, I'm finna buy you some. He don't need no Jordans. You need to get. We need to get over here and get on this floor with me.
Right.
And, yeah, you know. And if you don't come real soon, I ain't want you no more. I'm gonna start teaching him.
Right.
And I don't care who I teach. So, I think that's to me the biggest aspect of it is that some kids work, but they don't work with the idea of getting better every day. And they don't understand that, so you have to explain it to him. Io, the little kid of Illinois, I was at Morgan Park with him. He understood it because Io game changed drastically from when he first came to Weston House. I was like,
Morgan Park?
No, he was at Weston House.
He was at Weston House?
He was at Weston House, yeah. His game changed drastically. He couldn't shoot. His handle was raggedy. He was light. He was weak. He didn't know where to throw the ball. But we worked with him. And he worked, though, too.
Right.
Io worked, you know. He worked, you know. His attitude, the way he approaches his game now, I love it. You know, so it's the idea of showing them that. I mean, you have to show them that. You know, you can't just give it to them. You got to show it to them. You got to show it to them.
But Mark, but I don't get it that with your pedigree and in your background, why kids or why youngsters don't get it. Like, if that was me, and I'm just gonna say that was me, and you walk in the gym, my pops done told me about you, right? This is Mark Aguirre, you know, blah blah blah, man. This is all right. I want you to be mentored by him. That's it. That's all I need to hear.
Right.
Mark, I'm yours.
But
You
see,
you tell me to be at the gym at 6 a.m., I'm gonna be at the gym at 6 a.m.
But you want it. You understand where you're going. Half the kids, you know, they understand it and see the prize and see the goal and all of that. But the issue with them is that a lot of them, they've seen people work, but it used to be a huge number of us that worked that hard. And now I only see a few. And to extend on that is that I know for a fact, and Bob can attest to this, because I'm spending a lot of time in Chicago, just because I'm from here and just because I am present, they know me, they see me, what's going on. My word now is like the law because I've been here. They looking at me, they know, they see it. And when I tell them something, they like, oh man, that worked. So you know, I think in terms of having a scenario where our guys would come back and work in one area. I mean, like, you know, the Anthony Davis, he kind of owe it to you, not, you know, just in one area, come work out, let them look at you.
Right.
And let them say they will see the level of the workout that you're doing. Like, wow.
Right.
Wow, he worked out like that. Oh my goodness.
Right.
You know, then if they get to touch you and see you and you like, you can tell them, like I did with a lot of the kids here in Chicago over the last 4 or 5 years, they get it.
Gotcha.
You know, they get it, you know, and that's what I got. Cause, you know, I got to see Dr. J. Magic Johnson. I got to, you know, who was playing with the Bulls. I got to see him. You know, I got to go out on the court with him.
Right.
You know, none of these kids, that's the part, none of these kids have ever seen it and seen what it actually takes. Cause these pros that come back now, they ain't playing no basketball.
No. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so
And I can agree with you on that too, Mark. That
hold on one second. Hold on one second, man.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, but you do. I can agree with him though. Like you got.
Well, but these guys not touchable like you guys were. You know,
but that's
y'all came and played.
But that's what I'm saying. The reason why he said that is because they're not playing in the pickup games in the parks and
in the summer leagues and all of that stuff.
I remember we used to say we're gonna play at Leclerc courts or we're gonna go up to Simeon High School and play. Nick got the gym. Bob Hambrick opened it up. Me, Tim Hardaway, all of us going up there hooping. You get 10 to 12 guys, but the shorties were coming too. You know,
right. They need to see y'all. They need to feel that. They need to smell that.
Yeah, it's a way, man.
But it's a little tougher now, though. I would say this in these guys' defense. You know, that nobody's controlling the kids like they was when they was controlling us, man. We was a different breed, dog. Now these shorties, man, they catch Anthony Davis coming up out of there. They know he got it.
Right.
See, we wasn't looking at it like that. We were looking at it like, man, that's an NBA dude. We wasn't looking at their money. Now they looking at the money.
Yeah.
You know, we were like, oh man, they getting that money. I want to do what he doing.
Right.
It's a totally different monster now, man. Now, not all kids are like that, but it's just people out here that's gonna prey on AD.
But I don't think we even have to go that route, you know, because just show up, you know, maybe come to it. Like, for instance, I'm gonna tell you, Ja Morant is here in Florida. He's at a high school. He goes to these high schools, man, and work out with the boys. So now these young kids are seeing a Ja Morant hoop, seeing his workout, like what Mark was saying. Like, I can see, you know, Anthony Davis work out, and I'm watching him like go at it, like, whoa, that's Anthony Davis. You know, so now I'm like, I got a long way to go because I'm not working out like that.
Long way.
And then let me be in these kids' defense, though. I want to say with the work ethic piece, they don't have the freedom to play like we grew up playing in the streets. Like you could go to 18 to 20 different parks in Chicago hoop. All right, man, we just got in their ass. We up out of here. Now, if they do that, one of them ain't gonna make it home. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different.
Yeah, you know, I understand that's an issue and a problem, but when I see you in practice and you don't understand how to work hard in practice,
all right,
I got a problem.
See, I do too.
I understand. This ain't pickup ball. I'm saying when you with your coach, them hours in practice, you can see the kids who gonna do sort of well because their work ethic is gonna get them into college. You can just see you big enough, you're an athlete. I ain't saying you're going to, Kentucky, but you're gonna get in college somewhere, son, because of what you do. You know, and if I can keep mom and dad out the way, you're gonna really be good. You know, because mom and dad, man, they'll throw that crazy expectation, which you can get to, but they don't understand you got to preach the work too.
Right.
You know, you got to preach the work too. You can't be coming.
And there's some coaches, there's some high school coaches out here that let other people in the gym, meaning like your parents, you know, the dad or the cousin or the uncle, and then they taking the videos and so they post them right up on Instagram and they get these likes and man, get out of the gym, man.
Hey,
It's crazy now.
No.
It's
Man, I
crazy.
cussed out so many parents up in Nick Gym. When I was coaching Nick Gym, I don't know if you ever came up in there, but at the end of the day, they started coming up there being quiet, shut up. You know, like they knew, Mark gonna tell you to shut up. Yes, the players don't never say nothing.
Right.
Look, I'm too old to have to talk over you. Shut up.
And Mark, you're not finna sit there and watch no bad basketball because I see you do it at Plainfield East.
I'm not finna watch that.
Hey, he telling the players, he all the way out here in the suburbs telling the coaches during the game, Lid. Hey, pass the damn ball, man. What you doing?
Like, watch you shoot no bad shots all game and then don't guard nobody. Man, I didn't come here to see that. Man,
Mark is not going to watch no bad basketball, boy.
I ain't doing it. Please. I don't even watch it on TV.
Man,
I ain't watching no bad basketball.
Hey, we moving fast. We moving fast, Lib. I don't want to miss nothing here, man. Are we gonna get to the Detroit Piston, the whole bad boy thing? Are we gonna touch on that?
Y'all come on with that, man.
Let's do it. We can.
I know, Liv, guys. I know.
Yeah, we can go to the bad boys right now, man.
Let's go to the bad boys, man.
I'm trying to give you much as I can give you, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go, big fella.
So Mark, you was at Dallas, right? And
right.
They made that trade, got AD up out of there, and got you, you know, Adrian Danley over, you know, and got him out of there, and got, you know, you over there, you know, to.
By the way, let me help you right there, right?
Okay.
There, right. So for all you people that understand that trade, listen, do it to yourself. Go Google. Whenever me and AD played, right? They wouldn't think about putting him on me. You ain't gonna never see no video. You gonna see me guard him. You ain't gonna never see no video with him guarding me. Man, that little man, I crush him just crush him you know, man. I'm putting you and the ball in the hoop, and you know it.
Oh,
it's just like your boy Pip. Scottie Pippen, I love Scottie Pippen's game. I like the way he played. But Pip, they can't put you over here on me. It ain't happening. It ain't. But I had to guard him though.
Wow.
But you know who guarded me? Look at the video. It's gonna be Horace Grant.
Right.
So, no, didn't no small forwards guard me in the NBA. Are you kidding me?
They didn't want to see you, Mark. They did not want to.
You ain't gonna look. Let me clear this up for you, dog. Look, and hold on. I did something. What did I do?
We can still hear you though.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that, dog, don't take my word. And I'm a humble person, but you know, don't not look at the pink elephant in the room.
Right.
What I'm saying is that my entire career, I'm not saying this just mouthing off. Go to Google.
Did he freeze?
And when you go to Google and you say Los Angeles Lakers playing the Dallas Mavericks,
look at the box.
You know who you gonna see guard me? Kurt Rambis. You ain't gonna see James Worthy. I had to guard James Worthy though.
Right.
Hold on. You ain't gonna see Bernard King, which I have respect for. You gonna see me guarding him, but you ain't gonna see Bernard guarding me. No small forwards guarded me in the NBA. It wasn't even thought about. See, I'm telling you, dog. I'm saying, go to Google, dog. Go to Google. I mean, just look at it.
Wait, Mark. So you telling us on All Ball Chicago that
go Google it, dog. Okay, let me put it like this. Just to be honest. You might see. No, you ain't gonna see nobody. No. You ain't gonna see nobody, no small forward guard me. You ain't gonna see him. I'm trying to figure it out. Xavier McDaniel was a kind of small forward. Maybe, but Oh, I gave him 30, 40 every night anyway. So he couldn't guard me either. So no, ask him. Hey, go back, get the numbers, check it yourself, all of that. I ain't hiding nothing. I'm talking real ball. You look at me, matched up, you're gonna see him getting crushed.
Right.
But
I
they
mean,
never,
not a day in my life.
put worthy on you.
No, well, hold it. They double teamed me no matter who was on me.
Right.
I got double teamed my entire life.
Wow.
Ain't no one man gonna guard me. They double team me every time I touch the ball. Every time. Go look at it. You ain't gonna never see me one-on-one with nobody. That ain't happening. Are you kidding me?
Help.
No, never. So,
say,
just to be straight with you, I understand it, but that's what basketball was. Like MJ, when you see Michael Jordan play, he not only shift the ball, whole defenses had to shift in order to guard MJ. Now that's saying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
right.
When you have to shift the whole defense because he's that quick. And I get up where it needs to be given up. And there's some there's ballers out there. Oh, don't get it twisted.
Right.
Oh, don't get it. Well, man, please. There were some ballers. But anyway, man,
let's go back. Let's go back to the Pistons, right? So when you at the Pistons, that mentality that Isaiah built with that team, and I know it had to be Isaiah that built that, right? That mentality to have that toughness, and then Bill Laimbeer.
That's Chicago. Hold on.
That's what I'm gonna say. Didn't Bill Laimbeer grow up in Illinois?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that look at how we play.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't nothing but Chicago basketball.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't get no free chili here, dog.
Right.
I grew up on that kind of basketball.
That's right.
And I wasn't crying when you knocked me over. Okay.
Right.
I was growing. Isaiah taught it to the Pistons and brought that toughness with the Pistons. And when I came over, I just fit like a glove. Like, I've been playing like this all my life. What are you talking about?
Right.
You guys just got it last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me say something real quick, Big Mark. When you went over there, though, leaving Dallas, a lot of people thought you was a selfish player. You got over there, and you said, you know what? I'm going to sit down and let Dennis Rodman start, and I'm going to come off the bench because I see something in this kid. That was a big
well, let me cover that for you the way make the picture look good is that, here you come, the propaganda coming out of Dallas at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 players I think it was only me, Alex English, and Larry Bird, right? That were averaging 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 or more assists.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in that category, how can you say I'm selfish?
Right.
When I'm the number 2 assist forward in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it. What? How you say I'm selfish? Okay, so furthermore, I took it over to Detroit. My first year, they wasn't used to having my game in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
So when I went over there, it was like they just with those players, they had to make a choice on that team. Like, am I gonna leave Joe? Am I gonna leave Isaiah? Am I gonna leave Bill? Who am I gonna leave?
Right.
So it got so hard to where they was double teaming me, man. Joe and Isaiah Lamb was getting free jumpers everywhere. Sometimes my job wasn't to do nothing but throw the ball out the post and watch them shoot.
Right.
I didn't get no shots. Yeah, but they ain't gonna let me go by myself.
Right.
So it was a perfect fit. And then other nights we playing against somebody else and you need Dennis Rodman. Oh, I ain't got no problem with that. Oh, Dennis, man, go in there and do your thing. I'm gonna sit over here till I gotta go in there and do mine. Matter of fact, if you do it all night, I'm good with that too.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Right.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good. Dog.
But you tipped the scale like KD to some degree when you went over there. Even though Golden State was successful, you was whooping ass in Dallas. You had Dallas in first place in the West. All y'all was one piece away from winning it. So when you went to Detroit, because Detroit couldn't beat LA for nothing. Before you
when I went over there, it was easy because you know the mindset was right.
right.
We were a team. We were a team. It wasn't like the fact that, you know, hey, you won some big teams. Sit your butt down. Vinny, come in here, man. I said, shooting all over. You know,
Right.
it was easy to sit your butt down. Sometimes you took yourself out.
Right.
We had players on our team would take themselves out. Like Lamb, I ain't got a rebound in 2 weeks. Somebody come get me. that's how cool we were. Somebody come get me. I ain't guarding nobody. I'm going, sit me down. I'm gonna go have a beer.
I can't put my hands around that somebody said you were selfish. I mean, you the man. If you're the man of the team, the ball should go through you.
It does go through me, but what I'm saying is that, dog, I had things, put it this way, I had one coach say, and we go document it,
okay,
that he said things to me that he wouldn't say to his dog.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, that's documented. You can go Dallas Morning News.
Wow.
That's what was said to me. All right. So as a young man, that being said to you and nobody defend you after that, I got my guards up everywhere. I gotta protect myself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody protected me after this man said that in the paper, that he said things to me that he wouldn't say to his dog.
That's crazy.
And I had to deal with that. Yeah.
And how old you had? You had to be still young too.
Dog, I was like in my second or third year. But what I'm saying is, I'm a man.
Right.
All right. I'm not gonna blow you out for saying that, but let me tell you, we don't have a good relationship right now. Because even before a basketball player, I'm a man. And what you're saying to me as a man is that you would rather say something to me and a derogatory statement to me that you saying you wouldn't even say that to your dog.
Right.
Do you understand what's being said?
That's crucial.
It's in the paper, man. Go look it. You can go in history. But I still kept my teammates as my first priority.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and balled with them, and we got better. All those little statements, you know, we got better, and we climbed to the top.
Right.
But I wasn't the guy that was gonna sit down and let injustices be done. Who is it? Mr. Lewis, meaning good trouble.
Right.
Good trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing good trouble.
Mm.
Yeah, I was doing good trouble. I was getting in trouble. That was for sports. It was good trouble. Derek got to start. We got better. I was able to hold him off, you know, but my name was tarnished for that. But we got good trouble. Don't nobody know that guy they were talking about. You know me.
Right.
The whole
Right.
Chicago know me. The whole NBA know me.
Right.
Who are they explaining? Who is that? As
Right.
soon as I left, you never heard not another word about me being insubordinate or not playing. Matter of fact, I took myself out the starting lineup. I took myself out. I was balling.
Right.
But the problem was that our second unit didn't have an anchor, meaning that somebody who was experienced enough NBA know that the ball can flow through me and I can distribute it through your team. Offense starts with me. So to put Dennis into the starting lineup where all he had to do was play D and rebound. But then you put me in the second lineup where I had to anchor and make sure we get points and productive. When nobody else on the Pistol team could do that. I'm the only one could do that. So, boom, I'm good with that. You know, yeah, I'm good with that.
Big time.
I came to give it to you, young fella. I'm giving you all I got, man.
And
Real
then,
good. Yeah, I'm giving you all I got, man.
And then,
right.
Though we are from Chicago, you know, the Bulls, Detroit, don't say it was whooping their ass. You know? I said Detroit.
What?
Back in the day was putting it on Chicago.
You say whooping their ass, Liv.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, so how did when you went back to the crib with your boys, you know, in the hood, you know, you're back in Chicago, you know, with your peeps, And they like, man, why you do it to our Bulls like that?
Everybody that know me in Chicago, ain't nobody never asked that question. They knew that was, they know Mark. Please, Mark, don't play, man. Please. You ain't gonna ask me that. They knew straight before I got there. Look, Mark coming to do destruction. I know that. So you ain't got to even look at me. Why you want to ask me something like that? I'm telling you who I play. Come on, man. Live.
You know, we got. You know,
hey, look, I got one thing that I like to mention, man. And defensive Isaiah Thomas, when they gave him a hard time of walking off the court. I remember the year when y'all beat Boston. All the Celtics walked off the floor. Only person shook hands was Kevin McHale. Nobody said nothing about it, though.
You know what? I'm going to go here for Bob. What I'm saying is like this. Me and MJ cool.
Right.
Me and Pip cool. Me and Kerr cool.
Right.
Now, I can understand it is at that moment, even if it was vice versa, we had beat the Bulls and they like walked off. Me personally, I know the TV gonna blow up and all this, but me personally with you, man, I just lost a hard series. I ain't really wanting to shake your hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know I respect you though.
Right.
But I'm gonna shake your hand because the TV want to do it. Man, you know what, dog? I was at the free throw line and I knew they was gonna win, and somebody was subbing me. And I told the bench, I say, look, you know, best of luck to you next series. I ain't gotta shake all y'all. I ain't gotta shake y'all hand.
Right.
Y'all know I'm what I am. I'm a baller, and y'all going to the next series. Best of luck to you. But I ain't got to do all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not pissed at you or mad at you or anything like that. Dog, I just don't want to shake no hand right now.
Right.
On the west side, I ain't shake no hand after you got through whooping me.
Right.
No, man, let me go about my business till my game come back up.
Right. And then back in the 80s, they wasn't doing all that huggy poo stuff.
But
all that, oh man.
But see, I always felt like that was like giving you energy. Like Magic, me and Magic shook hands very rarely. And I don't want to see. I don't want to be your friend.
Right.
I am not your friend today.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm your worst enemy
right.
today. Yeah, man.
Because you said y'all stayed in the same house for what, a week and didn't speak?
We couldn't stay at the same house, though. We used to.
I mean, you say you was down there, y'all played some one-on-ones or something, and Magic was cheating, and you whooping his ass?
Yeah, he was cheating. When he wanted a foul, he called a foul.
Magic get all the calls, don't he?
But Isaiah know me, right? Isaiah say, Mark, don't go after Magic like that. We in Lance. And I say, whatever. Like, whatever. You gonna have to get me off the court not to go at him. So he ain't getting every foul. No.
And you were staying at his crib.
Yeah, I'm at his crib, man. We all had rooms. We started avoiding each other, man. He go get his car early. He go late. You look down the stairs and see if he eating breakfast. I ain't going down there with that. You know, we started avoiding each other, man.
Oh, man, that is so cool though, man. Because I remember that. I remember that poster, man, when y'all came out with the weapons, the Converse.
Yeah.
It was you, Larry Bird, Magic. Who else was on that?
Bernard
King,
Kevin McHale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember that, man. I was like, wow, Mark Aguirre.
That's crazy. They put all them boys Hall of Famers.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
I wonder what happened to me. Oh, I ain't cold.
I ain't cold, man. I'm trying to tell you, Mark, man, like, it's something, man.
I put up numbers, dog. I put up numbers. I won, I done everything. But the thing is that I protected our brothers, man. I protected them. I took a lot of heat. Them 8 years, dog, I took so much heat in them 8 years, man. And they branded me. they pretty much branded me at that point, you know, as being this whatever they wanted me to be, and you know, that's what it was, you know. But I'm good with it, you know. I'm good with it because it would be great to have that, but you know what's just calms me is the fact that any forward that played in my era, if they gonna name somebody they didn't want to see, I guarantee you I'm in that mix. I guarantee you
I
that.
bet.
Oh no, I'm either the first or second name. You know, I ain't want to deal with him.
Right.
Oh no, they didn't want to deal with me, man. Please, that's why they sent them power forwards over there. I used to cuss them out.
Wow.
Say, yo, so I'm guarding you. So, today they gonna hide you again, right? You're not gonna guard me, right? Oh, I got it. So they gonna hide you. I used to say that. I used to say that at half court, and people used to hate it. But I was telling the truth. I was like, look, man. So you're not gonna guard me, but I'm gonna guard you. So why aren't you guarding me? Oh, excuse me. You can't, right? You can't. Okay, you can't guard me. Just say it. You can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Eddie Fatty Cox said he with Sedale 3 right now. He said, "Tell Mark what's up, Sedale 3."
Sedale 3. Yeah, Sedale was kind of double team me down there when I was busting their butt.
I think Sedale.
Wasn't that your job, Sedale? When Mark get the ball, go double.
Right. I think Sedale living in. Is he living in Australia somewhere?
Sedale 3.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think he is.
3.
Yeah.
So, Mark, y'all won back-to-back titles, man. Did you feel gratified at that point when you made that decision to go to Detroit? Did everything make sense to you at that point once you walked out of there with both them titles?
Yeah, but you know, personally, I thought I was going to run a title in Dallas.
Okay.
Because my Dallas team was just as good as the Detroit team.
Mm-hmm.
Ro Blackman, Derek Harper, Roy Tarpley, myself, James Donaldson, had Detlef Schrempf coming off the bench, had Dale Ellis.
Y'all was loaded.
We was loaded. And the thing is that we pushed the Lakers to 7. The same year Detroit pushed them to 7. And the Lakers won that championship. So the next year I was like, okay, we finna take y'all over, Lakers. But then we got another coach. No, he wanted to change philosophies. I'm being honest with you, dog. He wanted to change philosophies. Talking about he want the ball moving more. I say, hold it. We got here with the ball going through me in the finals. We've been there 4 times without you. We drag your butt with us, and you think you're gonna change the offense?
Wow.
No, you're not doing that. We used to this. We've been doing this 8 years.
Wow.
How are we gonna learn another offense in 1 year? Or people who don't shoot all of a sudden shoot. Ain't nobody on this team told not to shoot. When they open, they shoot. But the offense still got to run through me.
Mm-hmm.
It has to. They've been programmed to run through me. They don't know how to do it. Even if they could, they don't know how to do that right now. I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Liv? So,
right.
I think that was all personally because my juice was getting too big,
Right.
My juice was getting too big where, you basically have to do, you have to listen to me when I say something about what this team is all about. And I didn't think there was a few people that didn't like that. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. So, but Mark, I didn't really know that your jersey was not retired. I didn't know. Nobody
knew.
I really didn't even know that you wasn't in the Hall of Fame, really. Yeah.
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
I'm hearing
Everybody
like, I'm like, Mark ain't in there.
Dominique Wilkins walked up to me, and we was at we want all the Hall of Famers to step in. He stood up and said, "Are you shitting me?" And like Nick, he said, I say, no, Nick, I'm not in the Hall of Fame. Man, he sat down and said, I cannot believe this. Because he didn't know.
Wow.
You know, he didn't know. He was like, wow, I can't believe you, you know. Because please, in that era, man, every small forward in the NBA was scared of me. All of them. And I was winning too.
I had a problem when they put Vlade Divac in that mug last year. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm going in that mug. Shit. I like Vlade, but
this is the great part I can do about explaining to young kids on how to be on your P's and Q's, because that instance is a political scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's political. So when somebody's teaching you about how to handle political issues, it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a political issue. So you need to know and understand and recognize from a political point of view when you should play your chips and when you should move your chips to another place in the right way. So, there's a lot of guys, man, from a political. Hold it, Bob McAdoo is not in the Hall of Fame. MVP of the league. Yeah, MVP of the league 2 years in a row, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's political. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah,
helped the Lakers win it that 1 year, right? What year was that? He came over there.
Yeah,
he helped the Lakers, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did with the Lakers, man.
Wow.
He did with the Lakers, man. Yeah. Look at Liv. Liv like, man, I ain't know.
Man, for real though, man. Like, what are they thinking?
I don't know.
I know what you're saying about the politics and all that, but man, come on. Shit, numbers don't lie.
Right.
I ain't look. You know what? Everything I do like that, I think is a teaching tour for me. You know, it's a teaching tour. I can learn something out of any scenario, anything. It's a teaching tour for me. Like, Mark, what's most important in this scenario? What's the most important? I think to me, the most important is that when you have a legacy is the fact that, if you're looking at Mark or what Mark did, he didn't do nothing but help other brothers either on the court get better, their decision, showed up in the right places, wasn't scared of coming to Chicago to go through Inglewood. I have no problem going through Inglewood. I know all the boys from the gangbangers to all of them. I ain't over there messing with you like that, but I want you to know me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go crazy, but y'all come to this place and we sit down and eat, we do that. I want to know you, man. Wow. I'm not gonna condone your stuff, but I need to know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I get it, Mark, but
then I need to be able to approach you. Listen, how you feel about this? Come on, man. I go, how to go from the Chicago PD. I'm friends with all of them. So, I almost might trade that for the Hall of Fame, believe it or not. I'm being totally honest with you. Those experiences mean so much to me. I think I might trade that for the Hall. I really do. I think I will trade that for the Hall of Fame, because those are unique relationships, unique things that you're going to get in. I think that's more to me than the Hall. Yeah. They can keep it if I can do that. They can keep it. They can keep it. But I can care less about that anyway.
Right.
I mean, I was the only guy. Let me give you one more book, one more good one. I think it's true. I got to look this out. Oh, I was second in the NBA. I was the first and second in the NBA at an All-Star game, All-Star weekend. And I'm the only one that was the first and second leading scorer in the NBA that did not make the All-Star game. I was the number one or number two scorer in the NBA and did not make the All-Star team.
What?
Hold it. And my team was number 3 in the NBA. It was the Lakers, Boston did us. Hold it. And I didn't make the All-Star. Hold it. And I'm averaging 27, 28, and 9. Live. Hold it. Let me give you the ugliest part. The game was in Dallas.
What?
Whoa.
yo. I'm tripping.
Wow.
Now I get it. Now I see the politics. I see it now.
Yeah. The game in Dallas.
Dang.
It's in
Wow.
Dallas.
Wow.
I'm the number. I think I'm leading the NBA in scoring or number 2. I was always number 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
So the game in Dallas, and we like the 3rd best record in the NBA, and I don't make the team. Yeah, that's a shake for you, huh?
That's some
Look
shit.
it up, dog. Look it up. I think it was just look at the game that was in Dallas, All-Star game was in Dallas. Then look up my numbers, look up our record, and that team I did not play on.
That had to be.
get picked. I didn't get picked.
Was that when Spud Webb won the dunk contest?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Wow.
I didn't play on. I didn't get picked for that All-Star team.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, really, man. This show right now tonight is messing me up, man, because I'm hearing some things that I didn't even know, man, really about. I mean, I kind of heard it, but I'm like, man, no, Mark in the hall. He in the hall. I mean, no, Mark jersey is hung up on the rafters. I know. I mean, and then they tell me, and I ain't got nothing against my man, but they told me his jersey was up there, and I'm like, Mark is not up there. I said, come on, man. And then we had, what's the guy who came on our show before, Bob, and he loves Mark.
Oh, Mike Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Kelly.
Yeah. Give Mike Kelly a shout out. Shout out to Mike Kelly. He was like,
man,
Mark's coming on.
Doug, I just been underground. I like being underground now. I'm so underground. I'm so underground, dog. You know, I do what I gotta do, but I'm off the grid.
Right.
You know,
You've had that life already, Mark.
But I'm off the grid, man. I mean, I don't want to do no whole. I'm doing this cause you live. No, Bob. No, what shows have you seen me on, Bob?
Right. Yeah.
Please. So far as talk shows and things like that, I could be on one of them like every day.
Right.
But I want to be under the grid, man. I don't want to be on the grid.
But Mark, before we get out of here, though, because I know we got to go back, watch this, see who's gonna win this thing. We know.
Yeah, we do.
But you are doing a lot of great things in Chicago, because we all hear, from Lefty Boy telling us what's going on, to Big Damon telling us that you're doing things with the shorties.
Yeah.
So you all over the city, man, touching our young generation of hoopers. Get better, get that knowledge, like you said. And you test them, like, do you really want it? Because if you really want it, I'll see you again. If you don't, it's cool. So you are touching a lot of the young generation. And so drop something to somebody that can't get that knowledge from you, but they can get it from us right now. Maybe a parent listening to us.
Okay.
Maybe somebody, just drop something on.
Now, I like to say, Liv, is that, we got to be not afraid of the elephant in the room and speak honest and true to each other so we can make good decisions. Meaning that as a coach, I'm coaching a kid. I know more than he knows. You're a greyhound. Your game is like this. And the other coach know. You don't send that kid to a big post-up, grinded out basketball team because you like the school. Mm-hmm. You need to be honest with that kid. I don't like the way we're not honest with our kids, and or you just don't know what the hell you're talking about. Mm-hmm. But I see them sending kids to places where they might not have a great experience. Colleges, when you go to college, I didn't know I was going to pro. You know you were going to pro.
Right.
Nobody know. At one point, you kind of know. But my idea of sending a kid to college to enjoy what you're doing, put you in a position to get in the pros, but have a great experience. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, if you have a great experience, your chances are you more likely, if you got any talent, it's going to come out. But our coaches and all these people are playing games where like now, and then they go pay the guy with the cones like $250 a month to bring the cones out and set the cones down. You know what I'm saying? What you laughing at? I mean, the cone man. They bring the cone man. You know what I'm saying, man? Look,
Oh.
man, what that cone gonna do? You saying I go to that spot right there and then I dribble left. Why? What I need that cone for?
Right.
What is the cone about?
It's fact.
Because you want to prove you legit. You want to prove you legit because you got a little bag with codes in the back of it.
Right.
Man, look, look, I'm suspect. You know, you need a cone to teach. I don't need no cone to teach you.
Right.
I want to get in your head, first of all. Are you willing to work? The cone ain't nothing. And then you have them going through the cone half speed. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Look, get your little bag, man. Come on. Go
Hey,
talk.
Mark, I'm laughing, Mark, because when I see people put the cones out, right, it lets me know you're doing it for the parents. You know, so it's gonna look pretty. It's gonna look pretty. You know, it look pretty. So
it looks like you know something.
That's right. There you go. There
like
you
you
go.
know something. Yeah.
They're trying to get in their pocketbook, man.
Yeah, but I'm cones to do it every time.
Man, hey,
man, clipboard whistle.
I go to some of these programs, man, and I'll be watching. I see them putting them cones down. I say, oh, there must be some people in there. There must be some people up in there. Hey, they be dropping like this, though, Mark. They be.
Yeah. I know.
Oh man.
Y'all gonna make people stop using cones, man.
Oh no, man. Look, look.
But them cones don't move. Them cones don't move.
But dog, a kid IQ and him understanding what balance is, him understanding what being being able to stay in your attack mode a little longer. You know, those are things that changes his game. Like, look, when you come off this, I teach you how to be in attack mode at all times, like, and how to take advantage of those things. Now you teaching just to dribble here and dribble that, man. You better go home and dribble up and down the block. I ain't finna waste my time teaching you how to dribble through no cones. I'm gonna teach you how to play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you come off that screen, how to come off real tight, you know, and then bump that guy and how to get square and drop that little jumper. We gonna work on that. We gonna work on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no cone. You know, I don't know cone. I want you real action, real thing, and let's get better at it.
Right.
So the cone, like you say, the cone ain't hitting back, cone ain't bumping, cone ain't doing nothing. You know, so yeah, bro. So it's a lot of things. I'm happy. You know, I get to teach, I get to play, and when I don't want to play, I don't play. Right. You know,
So that team is that you and Damien's team, that Illinois? Yeah,
Team Illinois. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's I'm 100. We got to straighten that up.
Okay.
You know, I think we got some good talent and good kids, but you know what? Personally, I am not happy with the way they're being taught.
Okay.
And you know, we got too many coaches trying to promote themselves rather than trying to get the kids right. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. We had a coaches meeting, and I told you, no matter hell or high water, they have to learn how to execute on both ends. Don't give up on what we doing to go to doing that crap you've been losing with. Don't do that. Make them stay, make them fight, make them understand how to execute and get better at what we're doing. Don't go back to doing your old stuff because you're losing the game. I don't care nothing about you losing the game. Right. You know, so that's the kind of fight I'm having right now, that that's not getting them better. You trying to be the best AAU coach in the world, and I don't need you to be out front. Sit down. Shut up. That's a fight, man. That's a big fight, man. That right there is a big fight, because they trying to promote themselves.
Yeah. Should be about the kids, man. It should be about the kids.
Lib, you living this every day, man. You seen this. You know that.
Should be about the kids, man. And I don't get it. I don't get it, Mark, but you do have some people that they motives just not, it's not right, and and it's good that you calling them out too.
Oh, I want to get rid of them.
Right.
No, they ain't got no heart like that. I want to get rid of them. Like, listen, I let y'all go this year, but them people like that, listen, I no longer need your services. If you think it's about you, dog, go somewhere else. I ain't feeling that because it ain't about you. It ain't about me. Because you ain't heard me say nothing about no Team Illinois.
Right.
Nowhere. It ain't about me. It
Right.
ain't about me, dog. It ain't about me.
Right.
So yeah. So
but Mark, we just we gotta get you back. You gotta come back.
Look, there ain't no problem. Dog. I tell you what, we gonna hook up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get back with you. But this real underbelly of basketball like this, man, like I don't want to get nobody business in, but we got to get straight, especially starting with these moms and these dads. Like, look, y'all got to stop.
Right.
We got to help us put this kid in a good environment. You know what I'm saying? Where he's going to learn respect. Real ball players, and all you ball players, you Anthony Davis, you Derrick Rose, man, I am fighting for y'all to come here and not fly through here and come through here just on the schedule and get some time. I get the top kids in Chicago in one gym just to see you work out. You ain't got to say nothing to them.
Right.
See how hard you work out. I can go from there. Like, you see what he doing? So if you ain't going to do that, you might as well go somewhere else, huh?
That'll be beautiful, man, if you can pull that one off, man, to get that, make that happen, man.
But
so we put it in the air. Put it in the air right now.
But Lib, if somebody told me that, Mark, I'm in Dallas. Look, we got 30 kids from the West Side that ain't never seen you. All they want to do is get to see you work out. Lib, come on, man.
Packed house.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm there. So let's just pick the best day. I'm gonna work out anyway.
Right.
Why shouldn't I work out in Chicago in front of a whole bunch of kids that's on my side of town? Come on, Lib.
Man, dude.
Come on, Lib. You know what I'm saying?
It's out there now. We put it out there now, so it's man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to talk because that's gonna be a message of mine.
Okay.
And whatever we got to do on this end, ain't no problem. No gyms, no none of that. No.
Right.
I mean, all I got to do is clear it for y'all to come through and work out and let them see you.
Yeah.
When you come in Chicago, we'll have the whole gym cleaned out, laid out. Nobody know you there. Bring them 30 in. Let them see you.
Right. When you had stepped off the phone, off the air with us, I was telling Bob that John Morant is down here in a high school.
Really?
In a high school. Kids are watching them, just like what you just said.
Watching them, yes, watching them go.
Yep.
And you know how many kids gonna learn how hard it is they need to work in order to get there?
Yeah.
That's big, man. When I watched pros practice, man, I was like, geez, they moving fast.
Right.
Oh, they don't miss no jump shots when they free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Liv? But I need, Derek, I need everybody, Jaleel, I need D Wade, I need y'all to leave y'all egos at the door and come in here and do your workout and just let them look at you. That's all I need, to just let them look at you. But I'm gonna reach out to some of them like doing the winter.
Okay.
And I'm a challenge and say, man, look, I live in Texas. I come to Chicago to do this. You can come from wherever you live in to do this too. You mean I can't get 3 workouts of your time?
Right.
Come on, dog. In your home city, I can't get that? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
All right, bro.
But man, Mark, we got the legend Mark Aguirre in the building. Make sure you share this. Make sure you send this out to all of the social media outlets, man, because we dropping knowledge. We have the legend Mark Aguirre. He's our Hall of Famer.
That's right. That's real. You better believe that.
Fame.
Draw.
Oh, I'm good, man. Nah, man. I thank God every day, man. I'm good. He done
So we
gave me enough.
appreciate you. Appreciate you,
Gave me
Mark.
enough, man.
Hey, one thing I know for sure, you ain't never in no hurry. So something was good to you.
Well, man.
Chilling, but Mark.
Either you
Ain't
gonna
no
be on
hurry
time,
to go nowhere. I got
either you gonna be on time or you gonna be late. Ain't but two choices. Ain't but two choices.
Ain't no but two choices.
You gonna be on time or you gonna be late. So what I'm rushing for. You know what
My
I'm
man.
rushing for.
All right, Mark, man. Enjoy it,
Hey,
man.
bro. Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark,
Love
I
you
holler
guys,
at you up, man. Love you, man. Good
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.